Hi everyone, check out what I just picked up. The scx10 2 raw builders kit, and I thought I'd do an unboxing, show you what's inside. So I've already cut this open, and you'll see everything comes bagged up, numbered, lettered. I'll cut these open and show you what's in each little bag. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what's in them bags. Servo savers and stuff, screws, pins, more little odds and ends. So they're all labeled, which makes it nice, easy to put together. I believe, yeah, that's the slipper and transmission stuff. You can see metal gears. This bag with the tranny housing. You get Loctite grease. There's some of the bearings. You can see some of them are wide open, obviously. So that's a little concerning. More gears. Shocks. And they actually give you some 30 weight shock oil too, which is nice. All metal links. Here's the axle housings. All the plastic bits and body parts. And last, chassis, gate markers, manual. They give you a sticker sheet too. So that's it. I will get back to you guys as soon as it's built. Everyone, check it out. This looks like my old scx10, but it's not. Underneath is the scx10 2 raw builders kit, complete. As you can see, it's nice. Unfortunately, they did not include the kit transmission. This is just your standard AX10 transmission, but it does have metal gears in it. Metal gears in the diff, metal links, wild bore drive shafts, Panhard CMS servo. Sorry, my lighting sucks. And that CMS works really well. No bump steer, no problem at all. Now, what body am I actually going to use on this? This one for now, until next weekend when I can paint the new body, which will be this. Ford F-250 Trail Honcho. That is going to look sweet. It was black and blue. I'll throw a picture up. So you can see how it looked before, but the paint was painted with the wrong paint, so it was all flaking and falling off, missing here, and it just looked horrible. So I stripped the paint with a fingernail polish remover and makeup remover pads, believe it or not, and it works great. There's one other video on YouTube I've seen a guy do it, so I tried it, and it took me about 2.5 hours or so to clean all the paint out. And I got it pretty good. You can see there's still a little bit, but I'm going to be painting this the same color, silver, so I didn't really care. Otherwise, it come pretty clean. There's still slight blue hue. You can't really see it on camera, but the paint has acetone in it, so it actually ate a tiny bit into it. I can't get that off of there. So I'm not sure. It might just become black and blue again, or I might go and put a green, like a metallic green here instead of a blue. I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see what paints I can find. Now here's my old scx10. As you can see, I had to rob a few things off it, and the steering is way better on the new one. I'll have to go in the kitchen and I'll show you the difference. Just a second. Okay everyone, so here's the scx10 2 next to the scx10 original. As you can see, there's some differences. It looks wider because my tires sit out wider, the wheels do on this one. But look at the steering here. New, old. There's quite a bit of a difference there. And this has CVD upgrades and stuff already, so that's a big difference. I do plan on putting the winch on this one too. But that's it for this update. You'll see a lot of this running here soon. And this one's going to be sitting up till I fix it up for my brother to use and stuff when he's around. And that's pretty much. So, what do I think about the scx10 2 kit? I love it. I drove it a little bit last night, although it was dark, kind of hard to see. I have these bright lights. And it kicked, ass. It did way better than my old one. It climbed up stuff the old one had trouble with, no matter what tires I had on it. But I didn't drive it for that long, for like 5-10 minutes, because it was super windy and cold. One thing I don't like about it is the single piece axles. I don't know how well you can see that. There. Those single piece axles, I'm not a big fan of that, because once a screw strips out or you break that chub, you're screwed. You got to buy a whole new axle housing. But I lucked out. My buddy gave me this a while ago. So, once that stock axle does break, I'll be getting the mounts, probably brass mounts for the end here, and I'll be putting this baby on there. But that's only after the stock axle breaks. I want to see how long that lasts. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this update. This thing went together smooth. It's the first actual kit I've ever built, and I didn't have any trouble with it at all. So, yeah. That's all for now. TTFN.